Champions League, shall we, Herc? Of course, the second leg of the semifinals.
Oh, boy.
Coming up this week. On Tuesday, it's the second leg between LAFC and Philadelphia. This game, of course, in Los Angeles after a 1-1 draw outside Philadelphia in the first leg. That leads us to another rendition of Book It here on Futbol Americas, where we make picks. Now, I guess the question here, as I see in the rundown...
Do you want me to ask it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, Seb. You bet. Not only did you bet in your parlays in our Concacaf Book It, but you also bet moi $100 that Philadelphia was going to advance. Knowing what you know now, of Philly drawing 1-1 at home, now having to travel to Los Angeles without one of their best players, Martinez, in the center midfield, do you double down on your bet or do you take it back?
Before I give you an answer,
go ahead.
Let me make it clear. I'm not as confident as I was heading into the first leg because I really thought that Philadelphia would get the win at home. I was kind of banking on that.
Right.
And I think they played well enough to have done that.
Absolutely. Of course.
When they end the game 1-1, at that point, I'm not feeling great.
Okay.
And to your point about Jose Martinez, that's big. I mean, that's a huge part of the field for Philadelphia, your defensive midfield, and especially when you go up against LAFC. That said, there is reason for hope if you're Philadelphia.
Okay.
The last 3 trips away to LAFC, they've not lost. They've gotten a result, which, if they get a result here, unless it's a 0-0, they're at least getting to extra time, right? And maybe potentially penalty kicks. And in those 3 trips to Los Angeles, in 2 of them, Herc, they scored 3 goals. So there's hope here for Philadelphia. Plus, I'm a stubborn SOB. Of course I'm doubling down. Philadelphia Union to the Concacaf Champions League final to get the job done in Los Angeles as they couldn't do in MLS Cup. There you have it. Herc.
Yeah, you put it very well. The first game at home, they had to bank on having a very good result there. They did not. They let one go. They let one escape. It could have been a 3-1, 4-1 scoreline. That's how wasteful Philly was. And in Andre Blake, I shouldn't even say 4-1 because LAFC had another chance, but Wanga didn't catch it too cleanly. And then opposite hand, it was Andre Blake, so it could have been a 4-2. But very end-to-end stuff. They should have capitalized. They did not. It does seem like an uphill battle with one of your best players missing for a team like Philadelphia against LAFC. What's going to be surely a packed bank. All
right, we're betting on the fighting Jim Curtains come Tuesday night. What about Wednesday night and the second leg at Estadio León between Tigres and León? Of course, Tigres 2-1 winners in the first leg as we take a look at what the SPI is saying about who's going to advance. Herc, how do you think this shakes out?
I don't think it's that high of a percentage, but I do think it ends up being Tigres to advance. Listen, Tigres and León played each other over the weekend. They pretty much threw the game away. They both played with substitute players. Tigres even debuted 7 players. 7 players. They've never debuted 7 players in a season. They debuted 7 players in a game. That's how much they threw this game out the window. They didn't care what place they came in. In the regular standings, they were concentrating on this week, Concacaf Champions League versus León. León ended up winning this game. They ended up dancing, maybe taunting or poking the bear a little too much. This is your classic game where I think goals will be scored. So I'm taking both teams to score and over at 2.5, and it pays plus 110. León has to score a goal, okay, to tie the game. And if they tie the game, and there's by any chance Tigres, with all the weapons that they have and how wasteful Gignac was, that they score a goal, now they're chasing the game because of the away goal. So there's going to be goals here. Whichever way or what the outcome is, I don't know, but there will be goals. I do feel Tigres advances. All I know is there will be goals.
Herc, promising goals Wednesday night. I love it. That's both teams to score over 2.5 goals as León and Tigres face off in the second leg of the Concacaf Champions League semifinals. I like it because it's a little bit more conservative than your past few, which have been big home run swings. I feel like this one has a legit shot.
I'm trying to make people money.
I know.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.